Hello everybody, my name is Gentlest Page, and today I will be looking at LEGO Set 75182 Republic Fighter Tank. The set was released in 2017, where it retailed for about 36 euros, or at least that's what I saw it in the shops, and now you would be paying like double-ish, like 60 euros if you want to get it. Maybe if you get lucky you can get it for cheaper. I got mine for cheaper. I got mine for just over 30 euros, second hand of course, and pretty recently. Now, the set comes with 4 minifigures, or at least 2 minifigures and 2 battle droids, which is about standard, where it was introduced with a new clone variant, 1 Jedi and 2 battle droids, which is a fairly standard procedure until now, hopefully. So this is the second iteration of the Republic Fighter Tank. There was one previous which was a lot bigger, and there is now a third one which is, I believe, just higher. But let's get into the minifigures before I get into all of that. So take this one out of the picture. Back to here, and let's start with Aayla Secura, the Jedi of the set, where this is I believe the second version of Aayla Secura, where she looks pretty cool. She has a regular blue torso and head print, or just pieces, and she has some detailing on the legs, and maybe if you see it, like fine detailing on the torso with a pretty great print, regular blue lightsaber, nothing special going on that. And you also have the Leku piece, which is in pretty great condition actually. I thought it would be in worse condition, given that it was second hand. She also has a second facial expression, which just looks a bit angry, which also works, of course, with the hair or Leku piece. And it's a pretty cool figure to get, especially to get another Jedi for my Clone Wars display, and I'm quite happy to have her. Then we have the next figure, the Clone Gunner, where this figure, it's a Phase 2 Clone Gunner, which is currently technically still the only one available, but there will be a one from the 212 troopers in the ATTE, which will come out, I believe, tomorrow, if not certain, but where this is a pretty cool minifigure. Of course, he has the regular angry clone head underneath, and he has a pretty cool like mask printing, helmet printing, nothing on the back for his helmet, of course. Pretty cool detailing. I quite like having this figure, although some others love it even more. Also, at this point in time, the minifigures still used a black hip piece, and of course some leg printing, no toe printing, but it's not needed in my opinion. Although I do believe that the figures without the black hip print with just the white one are better, but still it's quite amazing, and I will probably compare it to the 2022 one eventually. Now for the battle droids. There are 2 of them, and they're all standard. We have all seen them. They have the arm printing, they have a little gun, pretty cool piece, perfected, but still, almost perfect since their introduction, with simple gun, although nowadays they would use like a gunmetal blaster for them, which is fine, but you get 2 of them. Not per se great for army building with just 2 of them, but glad to get more of them in every single way possible. Now let's go on to the fighter tank, where first of all I will say with its accuracy, where first seeing it, I thought it was quite small, quite low to the ground, but it seems to be accurate. And The only thing that isn't accurate, as far as I can see, are the guns on the side, where they need to be like really straight and rectangular blocular, but they aren't. They're rounded off to include the stud shooters. But for the rest, it looks to be quite minifigure scale accurate. So I'm quite happy about it. It looks pretty cool. But let's get into the features. For the first feature, you may be able to hear it when I moved around, but it has some little wheels on the bottom of the set on which it can roll. And it's so far off the ground that you can't really see them. They're really at the bottom, which makes it look like a real hover tank, which it's supposed to be. So that's the first great thing. Other thing, you have these guns, these, yeah, I don't know what to call them, but they can move kind of up and down, although they're slightly raised, so they will shoot in an arc, essentially. But you can move them all the way to the back. The other side is the same thing. And you have these stud shooters on both sides, which when you press them, shoot them off. And that one is lost, but I will probably find it in a bit. Not the best thing, I would say remove them and just add like a white tile piece on here to make it look more accurate. But I'm saying that I'll probably won't do it because I'm too much of a purist. Other feature which you have is you have this hatch which you can open and you can put your clone minifigure in here. You can sit him down. I won't because then his legs will probably get lost too much. Then you can close it back up, close all the way, and now you have a pilot. You also get a little compartment at the back for spare studs, which is like essentially a pretty great way to store them, because otherwise you will definitely lose them. And let's just go into a bit of the details. First of all, the shape. This way you can see it. The shape is pretty good. It does feel a bit small again, but it seems to be fairly accurate. You get a couple of stickers with the Republic sign on them, both of them pretty great. These to show in like the dents, to give out a more accurate shape. Also some stickers to give like the grill pieces or the grills design. In my case, because I bought it secondhand, the sticker isn't applied perfectly. The other one is better as far as I know, but that's something to, yeah, also not the greatest. Something to look out for if you buy secondhand, of course. Then the detailing is pretty cool because it looks like a vehicle it's trying to represent, which is pretty cool. You get also a clip here where you can put a wrench, and in the other clip at the top, I'll move it around, it's easier. There you can put like the blaster of the clone gunner right here, and you can store it. I personally don't like having it back here, so I won't have it there, but that's a thing which you can do. I probably won't even display it with the figure inside, because then I have one clone figure less. For the bottom side, this doesn't have to look good, so it doesn't, which is fine. Although my only gripe with it is that this green piece is kinda a bit too obvious. We can't see it here, but that's because of the dark, my dark table surface. But on a lighter table surface, which will reflect it a bit, you can see and the wheels and that green tile or plate, which isn't the best, but it's a minor inconvenience. Now for my final thoughts. First of all, should you buy the set? Probably not. The set is, I would say, if you can find it for 30 euros, maybe 40, is acceptable. But if you want to spend more money than that, I would say just buy the new one. It has more figures for the same price. It has, I believe, 3 regular clone troopers in the purple variant, I don't know the exact legion, and 1 airborne variant. And Mace Windu. It has different characters, yes, but you get more of them. So in that case, I wouldn't say go out of your way to buy this one. But as far as I know, I don't have the other one, so I can't say for certain, but this one does look more accurate. And if you can find it for a cheap price, sure, just pick it up. That's what I did. And is it a good set? Yeah, it is a good set. It feels a bit small for the price, that's one thing I have to say. The minifigures are pretty cool, although like the battle droids, they just feel too weak to be a full minifigure in a set. But then again, there were sets which just had 1 Jedi, 1 clone, 2 troopers, and were pretty big sets, like an ATT if I'm recollecting this correctly. But that's it for this review. I would say pretty cool set, but fairly expensive, especially nowadays. That's it for this review. If you liked it, please make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.